配信者の接続が確立しました。
テスト。ブライアン。
ブライアンです。よいしょ。
イーロン・マスク大名初高か。
ついに初高さんがイーロン・マスクになった。怖い。ハッシュタグイーロンイーロン・マスクしてるイーロン・マスクしてるじゃん。なんか LINE スタンプとか作れば誰が使うのか知らないけど。最近俺が仕事から帰ってきてまず何するか知ってる？ライトセーバーで遊ぶの
W。つなげて。
よいしょ。
久しぶりに見せて。
久しぶりかな
バスに忘れるくらいなのにな。
いやー、俺ね、昔からね、荷台とかって忘れるの。忘れなかったことない。昔さ、俺中学の時バスケ部だったんだけど、年に1回古いボールを処分して新しいボールを入れるっていう時期があるのね。でその時に古いボールもらえるのよ。なんだけど毎年電車の荷台に忘れてきてる。一個も持って帰ってきたことない学校でもらって、学校で毎年1個もらってるはずなのに1回も家に持って帰ってきたことがなかった必ず電車の荷台に忘れてくんだよ。 だからもう俺めったなことにはね荷台に物乗せないの。だけどさ、もうこの時はもうしょうがなかったからさ、荷台に乗せるしかもうどうしようもなかったから乗せたら案の定だよ。なんでなんだろうな。もう降りるときはね、降りることでいっぱいいっぱいなんだよ。相変わらず音なんか調子悪いな。
初高さんもフォースに目覚めよう。
目覚めよう。なんでそんな音なんだ。全然ダメだね。なんでそうなるんだろうな。よいしょ。めちゃめちゃ金属だからさ、これ手汗がすごいつくんだよ。ちょっと早くスター・ウォーズやりたいな。よいしょ。ああスター・ウォーズやりたいなって思われたけど、
ファイナルファンタジーの後はスタオですか。
最適化の問題は解決したんだろうか。さすがにもう解決するかな。結構なんかいろんな人やってるしね、配信。
今日はご飯何食べたの。
今日は焼肉と春巻き、揚げ春巻き。カルビにサンチュ巻いて。
今食べてるものは。
これはグミ、フルーツバイフット。今日さ、
アメリカのグミ。
そう、アメリカのグミ。これ美味しいんだよ。ロールグミ、通称って俺が言っただけなんだけど。このペラペラなのがいいの。そう、昨日
ヨギゴー、
ヨギボーじゃない。
今日何かあったの。
この3連休の時にさ、日曜月曜でさね、皆さんご存知かわかんないけど、我らがホロライブの宇佐田ペコラが24時間配信をしたのね。でまあそれまだ俺全部見れてないんだけど、そこでね、バンダイとコラボしたのよ。コラボというかコラボ企画があって、それでね、ペコラッチっていうたまごっちのペコラコラボバージョンが発表されたので、昨日それの予約受付をしてたんだけど、俺はリアルタイムで見てなかったからさ、知らなくて、ツイッター見てそれを知った時にはもう完売しててさ、なんだよと思ったらさ、 まあさすがにこう即完売状態だったから、すぐにね二次受付開始のツイートが流れてきて、よしと思って、それがね今日の16時4時夕方4時だっちゅうんで、これは逃しちゃならんでと思ってさね、とは言ってもさ仕事中じゃん。なんだけどもう3時半ぐらいになるとさそわそわしだしてさ、でねもう4時だいたいね3時ぐらいにさ、
そわそわ、
だいたい3時ぐらいに中休憩が入るわけ。建設現場って休憩があって、でそこで最後の打ち合わせして、であとはでまあ5時過ぎぐらいまでに作業を終えるのに向けてこうラストスパートみたいな感じなのね。だから4時なんつったらもうよしっつって、もう最後に向けてやるぞみたいな空気なわけよ。そんな中俺は3時50分ぐらいにすいませんちょっとっつってすいませんちょっと休憩させてくださいっつって一人抜けてもう速攻でこ
ご安全
う、
に。
そうご安全にっつってご安全にっつってご安全にっつって抜けてね、こう待機して、
そんな塗り職場なの？
いや塗る
わら
まあ別に一般的な建築現場と違って改修工事だから、そこまでこうなんて言うんだろうな、工期がとかそういうあれではないから、そんなに比較的ねきつい現場ではないんだけども、どっちかっていうと緩めなんだけども、まあ、それでさ4時になってよしっつってやったらさ、
電気工事だし。
そう、まあ、電気工事だしってことはないと思うけど、そしたらもう即完売だったでさ、もうなんだよっつって、なんで受注予約にしねえんだよとかってさ
悲しい現実
思ってなろうっつって、でそのもうなんつうの、もう思いが収まらなかったからさ綿さんにさ愚痴ったの LINE でペコラッチ買えねえよっつってそしたらさ二重予約明日からだった明日の夕方4時からだった
W アホな
なんだと思って
これいる？
いるでしょ、面白いでしょもうなんか一人で乾いて笑いしてたもんおかしいな、今日20日だと思ってたんだよ俺がなぜか。だからそのペコラッチがの二重受付がどうのこうのってのやってたのがさ、昨日の夜中だったから、なんかやっぱこう夜中付近でさいろいろ言われるとさ、なんか日付感覚が分かんなくなんないいやでもね、俺だから昨日の夜さ、
どっちの色買うの？
俺はねブルーにしようかなと思ったけどもうなんかこのゴタゴタってこれ勝手にゴタゴタしてるだけなんだけど、このゴタゴタでなんかこうこの野郎ってなったから両方買ってやろうかなと思ってる そう、本体色とパッケージはブルーの方が好みなんだけど、ぬいぐるみはね白の方が好きなんだよな。
多分争奪戦になって2つ買えないと思うわ。
いやー、なんで受注生産にしねえんだよ。誰にとって得なの受注生産にしないってのは。転売ヤーにとって得しかないじゃん。いいよ、1年でも2年でも待つからさ買わしてくれよ。
俺のペオラッチ買わない。
君ペオラペオラッチ買わないかな。このグミさ、俺大好きなんだけどさ、口のいろんなところにくっつくのが難点だな。歯とか口の裏とかすげえくっつくの。まあそんなどうでもいい話は置いておきまして最近どうでもいい話ばっかりしてんだ。ということで皆様改めましてこんばんは、ブライアンでございます。ファイナルファンタジー16第9夜、今日もやっていきましょう。俺昨日ってメイン進めてないの？そんなことないよね。昨日もなんかこの医務室へ向かうから始まった気がしたんだけど、もうとりあえずサブクエがあるからサブクエをやっていきましょう。そうだね、昨日タイタン倒したもんね。タイタンになってるもんね。
Do you have a moment, Sid? A team of curse breakers has gone missing near Northreach.
Which team?
Coles. They were sent to liberate a carriage of bearers before they could be smuggled to market. They were moving in for their assault when the carriage was attacked by goblins. A curse breaker managed to release a Stolas amid the confusion, but this was days ago. They should be back by now, but I've heard nothing from any of them. I can't help but worry that
they know the work is dangerous, but I'm sure they're fine.
But what if I've got them all killed? Before they go out, I always remind them why we're doing this, what they escaped, and what we're freeing people from. But I never really thought how my words might affect them. What risks they might take because of the things I've said.
I'll go and find them. We'll both rest easier knowing they're safe.
いや、まずその襲われたっていう時点でお前が現地に行くべきじゃないんか？
The plan was to intercept the slaver somewhere in the Dragon's Eyrie. I can't tell you much more than that, I'm afraid.
Dragon's Eyrie.
That should be enough to go on. If they were there, Torgal will track them down.
ドラゴニエールね。パパッといっちゃおうね。ノースリーチのドラゴニエルんちゃらかんちゃら。ノースリーチ、これか。ね。
Fly, Ambrosia. deserve a rest. Stay down.
はい、こんにちは。
Get me back on my feet. Cole, I'm glad you're in one piece.
Just about. Sid, if you don't mind me asking, what are you doing here?
Doris sent me to find you. She hasn't heard anything since the attack. She's been worried about you.
I sent a runner to the Dame in Northreach. The hideaway should have learned of our survival yesterday.
Well, I'm here now. And it looks like you freed the bearers.
Only some. The rest locked themselves in the slaver's carriage rather than fleeing when they had the chance. I want to help them, Sid. But we're barely in any state to protect those few we did save.
You made the right decision. Now where's the carriage?
The goblins may still be out there.
You have duties to attend to here. See to the injured. I'll handle the rest.
All right. Just follow the path to the south. You'll come across the carriage soon enough. And please, hurry. If the beastmen get to those bearers, the poor souls will be eaten alive.
I won't let that happen.
Thank you.
ブライアン
That's
っ
it.
ていつも何時に家出て
大体
るの？
7時。
Don't thank me just yet.
6時45分ぐらいに起きて、準備して出てる。
When the goblins drove off the
ちゃん
slaver's
と朝
guard,
起きてるの？
I thought they might be
起きてるよ。
doing us a favor.
頑張ってるよ。
職がそんな遠くないんだ。
そんな遠くないよ。そういえば今日はヨミ子を復活させたんだけど
They're trying to get into the carriage.
大丈夫？痛い。昨日の配信の記録見たらそんなにこの
全然大丈夫。
iPad のヨミ子の音を拾ってないなと思って。ドビー。痛い。ああ、違う違う違う。あ、なるほどね。あ、いいじゃん。よよほらよっしゃ。ほい。
Who are you? A friend. Are there any more survivors?
じゃあ目開いてなくな
Why
い？
didn't you flee with the others? If the goblins had made it through that door, you wouldn't have stood a chance.
Why should we run? One miserable death's no worse than another.
Perhaps. But we're here to give you another choice.
ね。
Freedom, safety, the life you've been denied. Come with us. Let us protect you.
Sid,
え
I couldn't just let you.
結局主がお前に変わっただけじゃん。
You weren't too late then. Thank the gods.
This man risked his life to save yours. To give you a second chance.
Fine. Do with us what you will.
What we'll do with you is take you to safety. After that, it's up to you. Your lives are your own now.
You can leave the rest to us, Sid. We'll get everyone back to the hideaway.
Thank you. I'll let Doris know we're expecting new arrivals.
はい。
The little ones have been up to their old tricks again.
Sid, welcome back. A Stolas from the Dame arrived not long after you left. If I'd just waited a little longer, I might have been able to deal with things myself. Or maybe I wouldn't. I keep making the wrong decisions.
Cole and the others got home safely. You made exactly the right decision.
No, I was lucky. I've been tracking that slaver for months, and then I sent Cole and you after them, woefully unprepared. What kind of leader sends people into danger without considering all the risks? I should have urged greater caution, told Cole to be wary, to pull back at the first sign of trouble.
We swore the same oath as you, Doris.
It's good to see you safe and well, Cole. I'm sorry.
変な音
With
鳴
all due
ったよ。
respect,
変な音鳴っ
we
た。
Cursebreakers don't risk our lives because you commanded of us.
どんな音鳴った？
We risk them because we believe in our cause. No one with doubts ever joins our ranks. The agony of removing the brand more than sees to that.
We all know how much bravery that takes.
Cole, I never doubted your courage.
ここみたいな
Only
音
my
ちょっと
ability.
待って。確認するわ。よいしょ。
うんこぬか。
かった。多分あれだ。Windows の通知音でしょ。ポッコンってやつでしょ。よいしょ。気にしないで。
See it put to good use.
あと扇風機の風がマイクにやってた。
Thank you.
ブライアン、そういえば今回のアメリカ旅行旅費は一人だと大体いくらいかかったの？
I sometimes wonder if I might prefer to risk death alongside the others than ask it of them. But I'm a curse breaker.
調べようか。
I swore an oath too. I have a role to play, and I must trust that I'm the right one to play it.
You will. In time.
航空券とホテルとチケット代、エンジェルスのチケット、ディズニーのチケットで、6人で212万だから1人頭
W
どんぐらい20、30万、30万ないぐらいか。25万ぐらい。
パパヤン奮発したな。
奮発したね。
意外に安い。
意外に安い。まあそうだね。だからチケットとか全部込みだからね。航空券とホテルだけだと、180万。だから、あれ一人だったら30万。30万以上だ。35万ぐらいか。チケット含めて35万ぐらいだ。ホテルと航空券で30万。です。はい。あとサブクエも医務室か。メインが進むな。
Ah, Clive.
Talia. How's Jill?
Recovering, but she still needs her rest.
普通に国内に泊するだけで5万。だから安く感じるわ。
I'll do
まあ
my
でもそう
best.
か、まあそうか、そう考
Oh,
えるとね。
Gav was looking for you.
6泊
He
し
said
てる
he
か
had
らね。
something to
6
show
泊
you
ってい
on
う
the
か、
shelves.
The shelves.
何泊したんだ？
Ah, that's right. He went to ask Hippocrates about Torgor.
何泊したんだ？
He must have found something.
1日に行って1泊2泊3泊何泊したんだ12345 6泊してんのか。で6泊8日か。まあでもそうか、そう考えるとね、そうかもしんない。一応だからその、航空券とホテルっていうのはセットのツアーのパックだっつってたね。であとはもう自由行動みたいなやつ。
Don't keep Gav waiting. He seemed excited.
こんなオープンなの？まあ風が通っていいのかもしれないけど、医務室がこんなオープンなのって衛生上どうなの？
I'm feeling a lot better, thanks to Talia's remedies.
ああでもちゃんとしたところはちゃんとこうなってるね。はあ、診療記録クライブ。左腕に裂傷。
英語できるだけ安上がりだったのかもね。
そんなこと関係あんの？まだ普通に HIS だよ、日本の HIS のパックだから関係ないと思うよ。ああ、まだガイドとかが必要ないからっていうこと？縫合。 列車の深さから安心するよう伝えたが次の作戦のためにそのまま外出された。これでもう何十回目かわからない。書いてるうちにだんだん腹が立ってきた。次回はベッドに縛り付けてやろうかしら。なるほどね。左腕の傷が良くないんだ。そういう割とフィジカル的なあれなんだね。てっきりなんかこう内部的にあれなのかと思ったら破傷風的な。
You have the look of a man with the twins upon his shoulders, Rodriguez.
ロドリゲ。
Talia has tasked me with removing a Cursebreaker's brand. But it's my first time and I don't think I can do it. I'm afraid of what happens if I fail. You survived, I know, but there is many die.
クライブの診療記録だよ。
Really worth the risk.
あ、今のクライブだった。クライブって言ってた。
You know full well what we're fighting for. I hope as much as you that one day bearers can walk among others as equals. But until that day, a brand is a burden, and we must lift that burden in order to go undetected. The operation may be
ブラ
dangerous,
パパ金は持ってるの。
but
ブ
it's
ラパ
also
パ金持
essential,
ってるね。
and we
だから前も
undergo
話されたけど
it
ね。
willingly.
I know.
ね。
I still wish
まあ、とにかくとりあえず稼いだのよ。もう退職してるんだけど、定年で。
my lot helps no one, I
定年した
suppose.
後ちょっと定年延長で働いたんだけど、
Don't worry. I'll do what
もう
must
退
be
職して
done.
るんだけど、
I know you will.
海外赴任ばっかして
Fortunately,
る
the
から
first thing that needs
その
doing
分
is
の
the
手当でか
preparation
な
of
り
a
稼いでるの。
draft to dull the pain.
で、
Something
だ
I
から
can't
貯蓄はあるん
do
だよいっ
with
ぱい。
the
で、
infirmary's
なお
ammonia
かつ
supply so low.
まず年
What few leaves
金
we
暮らし
have
なんだけど
would
今
barely be enough for removing
年
a
金がね
splinter, let alone a brand.
日本の年金とアメリカの年金と両方もらってんのよ。でそのアメリカの年金の額がすごいらしいの
Just tell me what you need.
で
You-
も
you
う
go.
使い切れないって言って
Oh, thank you.
貯
No one
蓄が
knows
減ら
her
ないっつっ
like
て
Talia, and she swears by
アメリ
ammonia.
カって年金あん
も
のか。
ちろんあるある。
It's simple enough to find if you know where to look. And fortunately for you, I do.
まあ、当然だからアメリカで働いてる時にアメリカに、税金を納めてたんだけ
Just
ど、
search for the bright blue.
まあ言うてだから5年間5年か6年
両方もらえるってありなんだ。
そうありなんだよ。で5年か6年ぐらい働いたんだけど、でその分こう税金を払ってんのね。でそうするともう満額もらえんだよ。で56年しか納めてないから56年しかもらえないようじゃないの。もうそれで満額もらえるから。すごいよね。いいなって。もう今その海外赴任している若い人たちとかっていうのはそういうことはできないらしいんだけど、なんかその税金の支払いが当時はだからダブルで取られてたけども、今はそういうことがないから逆にそう年金とかっていうのもないらしいんだけど、いいよね、行ってみたいな。金が使い切れね
先駆者が暴れるせいで我々が苦しいよ。
The river was easy enough to find. Now for those herbs.
え。なんか戦ってない？
アメリカの会社に勤めてたの。
違う、日本の会社なんだけども、よく詳しいことは知らないけども
アメリカ旅行第2弾ありますか？
一応だからこの間別れる時には、じゃあ次はね、今回俺の生まれたロス行ったから、じゃあ次は育ちの故郷のアトランタだねっていう風に言って解散はしたけど、
あるな。わら。
それはもう楽しみでしょうがないよ。だって言ってたもん、帰り際にさ、今月末親父今度はタイに行ってくるってていうかタイはちょくちょく行ってるらしいんだけどね。親父タイ大好きだからさ。
タイランド。
そうタイランド。
あのシャツはお土産ですか？
あれは昔タイ行った時のお土産。それこそだから親父がタイで赴任してた時のに行った時のお土産。
タイ食事がな、俺には合わなかった。
俺は大好きだったね。
I hope it's the right one. Should be enough to keep the infirmary stocked for a while. Hopefully this'll put.
おい。
The little ones have been up to their old tricks again.
I hope you didn't have too much trouble finding the ammonia.
クイズエルモネア。
Only the usual.
Oh, yes. This is it. And more than I was expecting. I dare say the patient won't feel a thing. That is, unless I...
You'll do fine. Taya trusts you, which means I trust you.
今日帰ってきてさ、
The hideaway would be lost without skilled physicists
爪
like
切ったの。
yourself.
爪切ってさ、
ブラパパって頭いいの。
ブラパパ頭がいいかどうかは
Sorry.
よくわかんないけ
I'm
ど、
still terrified.
理系の人だから俺からしてみりゃ
The brand is
頭いい
more than just ink on flesh.
かな。昔その仕事の時の親父のノートを
Milk
見
of
た
the
ことがあ
wild
るけど、
tail lurking just
すげえ
below
な
the
とは思っ
surface of the
た。
skin. One ill-conceived incision, a single slip, and the poison fouls the patient's blood.
何の話今これ。
ドラマーじゃないの。
ドラマだけど仕事じゃないよそれは。
Tremendous pain.
ああ、
Days of
傷
agony
ね。
as the wound heals.
単純な夜勤ではないん
Physical
だ。
to help people, not to kill them. I don't want to kill anyone.
Cursebreakers lead hard lives. And the operation is only the beginning. They toil in the shadows, risking life and limb. Knowing their
あ、もう
efforts
それ
will
一
win
択な
them
んだ。
neither glory
な
nor
んかもうちょい
acclaim.
こう内
And
勤
yet
的
we
なあれ
never
はない
want
の
for。volunteers. Why do you think that is?
Conviction? They're willing to die?
だから
They're
自
willing
分は取ってないんだ
to。fight. To give their
全然
lives
自
to
由
create
じゃ
a
ない
world
じゃん。
where
自由じゃ
people
ない
like
よね。
us can be more than mere possessions. I know your work isn't easy. But neither is going under the knife.
全然自由じゃないね。
Be a shoulder for your patients to lean on. Stay strong for them.
結
You
局手
sound
駒を
like
増やしてるだけ。
Taya. Do you know what she once told me? It's natural for a patient
爪
to
切って
feel
て。
like
そう、
they're
爪切って
suffering
さ
in。solitude,
で、
and it's a physicist's duty to see that they don't.
こ
Thank you for helping.
う
me
爪切ると
remember
さ、カクカクするじゃん。
that. I won't
とんがる
forget.
じゃん。だから
Not again.
やすりかけないとなーと思いつつ、やすりかけずにご飯食べるまでちょっと寝たのさ。いつものように。いつもだいたい帰ってきてちょろっと寝るんだけどそしたらさ、夢の中でやすりかけてた爪にっていう話死ぬほどどうでもいいんだけどさちょっと自分で面白くてさ、そんな夢見たことなかったからさ自分の爪にヤスリをかける夢なんて見たことなかったから、起きてさ、ああ夢だったんだと思った時に、なんてしょうもない夢を見るんだと思ってどうせ見るならもっとね、いい夢を見ればいいのに。
Yeah. What's everyone whispering about?
リスキーモブは
実際に会ってたら面白かったのに。
あ、夢だと思って見たらヤスリかけてるっつって、かけた覚えはないのにって。でリスキーモブはないね。嬉しくてスキップするクライブ。
Jill looked white as a sheet.
Clive, where have you been? I've been wanting to ask you something about Torgal. Where did you get him, like, in the first place?
My father brought him back from one of his expeditions into the Northern Territories. They were crossing a snowfield when they heard his cries.
トルガルが実は人間だったと
Seeing
か
no sign of his pack, they
いい
took
な。
him in.
実は召喚獣でもうずっと権限してるみたいな。
It certainly adds
めちゃめ
weight
ちゃ
to
さ
the theory.
ウルフィーな美少女とか出てた。
I believe
よくない？
that Torgal
違う
may
違
be
うね。
no mere hound, but a rare frost wolf, an animal native to the far northern reaches of Valisthea. In one of our oldest bestiaries, I found
なんか
reference
さ
to a frost
髪
wolf
の長いウル
who
フィー
served
な
as guardian
感じ
to
で
an
こう
ancient queen of the
全裸でなん
north.
かフーっつって
Such was his
この
mastery
姿にな
over
ったのは
ether,
久々
he
じゃん
could
っつっ
cast
て
magics on
のじゃろり
command.
な感じだったらよかったのに
His
な。
name
あ、フェンリルさん。あ、フェンリルさん聞いたことあるよ。
Fenrir the Frost Wolf.
かわいい。
Now, the annals do not state it explicitly, but I have reason to believe this queen was a dominant of Shiva,
なるほどね。
a girl from the Northern Territories and her faithful hound.
はいはい。
One awakens as the dominant of Shiva, and the other?
You're saying that Jill granted Torgal his powers,
What?
What?
just like Fenrir. People called him my hound, but Torgal and Jill were inseparable. He grew up as a faithful companion to the dominant of Shiva, and
Yeah,
years
well.
later, his powers awakened, just when his master needed him the most.
You're right. If it weren't for Torgal blasting those bastards to Kingdom Come, Jill would have been for it.
Quite. Though Torgal's power is his own, his
Cute
latent
quiet.
birthright as a frostwolf. It had only to be unlocked.
Oh, get you, Torgal.
You're an even finer hound than we thought.
かわいい。
And regarding your original concern, you need not fear for Torgal's health. Why, the beast has the appetite of a behemoth. Just this very morn, I found him with his nose buried
こ
in
のじい
my
さんが木の実
nuts.
ガツガツ食ってるのかと思った。お、
There you are!
2度。
I've been looking everywhere for you. Bernard's here. I need you to introduce us so we can get to work.
お、着工式する？
I shall be a moment.
大丈夫？着工届出した？消防に。ちゃんと消防に着工届出して、消防の添削受けてやらないとダメだよ。後々の消防検査でめんどくさいから。
Isn't it brilliant?
It is.
床もうちょいなんとかなんなかった？そこ段差
Well,
す
I
ごい
couldn't
け
have
ど
done it without you.
転
You
ば
and
ない？
everyone else. But I promise I'll pay you back. I'm gonna work my fingers to the bone for you lot.
とても
Starting
と
right
ても
now.
大工の仕事とは
Just
思え
you
ない
wait.
な。
I'll make wonders like this world's never seen.
Then I look forward to seeing them.
でもお前何ができるの？ほらそこのさ、その木の板とビニールシートのここもうちょいなんとかなんなかった？これ
I wonder if Vivian's made any progress tracking down Kupka.
ここら辺とかもさ、ただ乗っけてるだけじゃん。こんなん大工の仕事と言えんのか？並べてるだけじゃん。固定してすらいない。壁作って満足しちゃった。
everything we need to begin work in earnest.
あ、あなた助手。
And work in earnest we shall.
Thanks for before, son. That was a good deed you did me. Only right I do you one in return. Though I did wonder if I'd bit off more than I could chew when Mid showed me her plans for the place. If she hadn't been there to tell me what to do, I wouldn't have known where to start.
で、何ができるのお前は。
Thanks for letting me do this, Clive. I'll pay you back, I promise.
ああ、まだ何もない。なんだ、かまどかなんか。
これ飛ぶぞ。
これは飛ぶ？ああ、これ心臓部かな。エンジンルーム。
I wish Miss Middledore would let us help her with her dungeoneering.
エメ。
I wonder what she's going to dungeoneer next.
Let's go and ask her.
それケメか。
I think I'll wait till Mid's away and stick it to him.
How goes the hunt for Kupka?
Largely in circles. We have myriad sightings of strange soldiers in unexpected places, but nothing definitive as yet. If only we knew for certain by what route he left Rosalith.
Well, keep at it. If anyone can piece this puzzle together, it's you. And I'm willing to wait as long as it takes.
What? この間。何この間。
What? Here?
Would that be a problem?
Do you know, Clive? I believe it a mercy that you didn't inherit your father's throne. Your poor people would surely live in fear of you.
You have nothing to worry about on that front. I won't be claiming his crown.
That is a relief.
Clive, have you got a minute?
重曹を舐める天才子役
We, have a guest.
誰
A guest?
フーゴ仲間に出てくれっつって
For your trouble. It was a pleasure, in hindsight.
ああ、おじさん
Uncle Byron? Clive, my boy! Tap a cask and stoke the ovens for your favourite uncle is here!
いいなこいつこれ厄介なの洞窟綺麗だ旧クリスタル自治領主婦ツインサイドで今はザンブレック広告領になっちゃうよねザンブレック新豆腐これ何作ったの
The Dalmekian government sues for peace. How shall we respond?
If they're willing to accept their fault in the matter, I see no reason to refuse them.
Still, we must insist on substantial reparations. Twinside stores are not as bottomless as reported.
Aye, and we have many more mouths to feed. We shall just have to have the Dalmeks empty their treasuries for us.
Of course, none of this would have been possible without your timely intervention, Prince Olivier.
Indeed, I doubt any of us would have had the courage to trade words with the mighty Titan, nor less the wit to win him over.
The Empire owes you a great debt.
May the blessing of the crystals go with you, Your Highness.
May the blessing of the crystals go with you.
Very good.
飲んだくれやん。
Now, let us come to the question of precisely when the Dalmex will withdraw their troops.
Dion's fire could rid us of them in mere moments. The men of the Fist will not withdraw until a peace treaty is concluded. So let us keep the negotiations open, give them time to gather what gold and trinkets they can, and once they deliver that which we demand, what worth is a
ディオンはよくこの環境で腐らなかったな。
そうだね。反面教師なんじゃない？
Were Prince Dion to take the field, the enemy would surely send their own dominant to meet him. And while His Highness would of course prevail, there would be heavy losses on both.
You need not fear Hugo Kupka. He is engaged on the Western Front. Even were the Dalmex to send for him, he would not arrive in time. As much as I would enjoy witnessing a clash between Bahamut and Titan, it is not to be.
And what of your subjects, Your Radiance? If the fighting spread to the city proper, the people would bear the brunt of it.
こいつ FF7 のあいつみたいじゃん。なんつったっけ？
It is true.
リーブ。あいつポジだね。
Yet for every citizen who falls, another can be bred. For every home that
マリー・アントワネットじゃん。
another can be
パンがなけれ
built.
ばケーキを食べればいいじゃない。あ、ケーキ食いてえな。
The empire will live on.
帝国は続くと。
Dion?
Yes, sire.
So それ何なの？それお気に入りだね。いや、なんやねん。
Prepare for battle.
But sire...
Do not make me repeat myself. Return to your camp and await my orders.
If that is your wish, Your Radiance, I shall depart at once. May Gregor forgive you.
What do the astrologers augur?
The stars are in agreement, Your Radiance. The shadow of treachery hangs over Prince Dion.
So Annabella's tales were true.
実は親子なんだよね、こいつとディオンは。
What on earth is Uncle Byron doing here?
複雑な
Only one way to find out.
家庭環境をお持ちで。
The little ones have been up to their It's just one thing after another around here.
これ大体アナベラが悪いんだけど。上がってて。
Ah, my dear nephew, how I've missed you.
How did you find this place, Uncle?
Through the good offices of young Sir Wade. He really is the most helpful fellow. As are you, I hear. The Guardians and those they freed tell the most outlandish tales of your heroics in Rosalith. Which is why I came, to learn the full truth of the matter. Sort the fact from the fiction, so to speak.
You were working with the Guardians of the Flame to evacuate the people of Rosalith to Port Isolde.
I was, aye.
Then I have questions for you. Please, come inside, Uncle.
Gladly.
Gladly.
You there? There are 2,000 gold talents in those chests. See that they're added to my nephew's coffers, would you?
2,000! 2,000!
And I'm afraid that is all I know.
A fleet sailing south past Port Isolde. Most intriguing.
Forgive me for not being able to tell you more. I hadn't the faintest idea Kupka withdrew wounded from Rosalith. Still less that my own nephew dealt the decisive blow.
What do you think, Vivian?
I think, with this news of the Dhalmekian fleet and recent reports of the Royalists' movements, that the final piece of the puzzle has fallen into place. Come here and I'll show you.
Hi.
It is known that Kupka's forces entered Rosaria via its unguarded coast.
Hi.
So can the same be said of your visitors from Waloed? Certainly, her royal navy is famed for the efficiency with which it bears her knights from one battlefield to the next.
なるほどね。
And in the Einherjar, or Black Galleon, she boasts a vessel nigh as swift and every bit as feared as the kingdom's legendary cavalry.
なるほど。
A fitting flagship for a land apart, her naval presence being crucial to her ambitions beyond
ウォールドももう半分以上黒の一帯に覆われて
It seems safe to assume that the Royalists did indeed enter
必死なんよね。
Rosaria from the sea.
なるほど、あと追うように。
Had you a vested interest in Titan's survival, whither would you take him? Why home to Drake's Fang, a place rich enough in ether to conjure the magics needed to mend his hurts. But would that not entail an arduous voyage around the southern cape?
まあそうだろうね。
Let us say that the Royalists did put ashore with a mind to spirit Kupka away from under your very nose. Could that truly have been their plan for him? To load him aboard one of the ships flying Republican colors sighted off the coast near Port Isolde. To spend weeks at sea, being tossed hither and yon by unforgiving waves, his life hanging in the balance.
なるほど。陸地で行くってこと。
No. The journey would mean Titan's death, and
陸地の方
Kupka's
が
faithful
知ら
creatures
ない
would not allow it. So what then was the plan of our Waluda friends? Reports suggest they made not for the coast,
な
but
るほ
for
ど
the
ね。
desert. And by cutting through the Velcroy, a party traveling light would have Titan back in his bed days before a galley could lurch into port. To wit, it was the Royalists, not the Republicans, who effected Hugo Kupka's safe retreat.
なるほどね。
I would stake your life on it.
自由ドレイクファングを攻めるってこと？
So it was the Waluders who spirited the wretch away. Now I think about it, there was something a little strange about the ships I saw. The men seemed almost crestfallen, as if in mourning, as if they believed, or were made to believe, that their master was dead.
You have a keen mind, Lord Rosfield.
King mind.
And you have your answer. To find Kupka, you have merely to follow the Royalist trail across the Velcroy. It may well have gone cold by now.
向かうって簡単に言うけど、それが何を意味するかってことよ。
lead to Drake's Fang.
もう
Allow me
つ
to
いで
accompany
に
you
ぶっ
part
潰
of
すし
the
かないじゃん。
way. As luck would have it, I had intended to journey Canberward on business after visiting you here. The Fang would be but a short detour.
I'd be glad of the company. Give me a moment to make ready. I need to tell my friends what we've learned and where we're going.
Very well, but be quick about it, my boy. Time waits for no man.
ジルも行くって。
Mid's finished outfitting her little workshop, I hear.
Otto, Kupka's at Drake's Fang. I'll be leaving before sunset.
You're not going in there alone, are you?
Don't worry. I'm not going there to destroy the Mother Crystal.
Oh, so.
All I'm after is Kupka's head. I won't risk any more than I have to.
なるほど。これで召喚獣バトルか。
are all Kupka's personal fiefdom. You have any trouble on the way, you ask for Rosina Dalimil. Some call her the Desert Hare.
Who is she?
An old associate of Sid's, and only Sid's. All I know is the name, and that they used to meet at the Dalimil Inn. We've heard nothing from her since he died. But I'm thinking maybe the new Sid might be able to bring her back into the fold.
New Sid.
Thanks. I'll keep that in mind.
So, what about your uncle? I mean, he's welcome to stay, but...
Don't look so worried. He'll be coming with me.
Thank fuck for that.
なんでそんな厄介者扱いになるの？
Otto, I'm leaving you two in charge.
You can count on
大
us.
物だからってこと？要人だからってこと？ジルと話さなくて大丈夫？
All right, Uncle. I'm ready to depart. Shall we?
We shall. Come, let us away to adventure.
Way to adventure. お、初めて下の方だね。じゃあジルには黙っていくんだ。はい。にゃんにゃんにゃんにゃんにゃんにゃんにゃんにゃんにゃんにゃんにゃん。お、そろそろあれが出てくるんじゃないか？サボテンダーが。これアンクバトルメンバー。
young man when last I walked this path.
道？トルガル乗ってきねえな。
There's an old trading post not far from here. The road to Drake's Fang leads through it.
The trading post it is.
砂人に問う。
3度アームに吸い込まれるブライアン神テーナ
スター・ウォーズじゃん。どんな感じ？おお、広い。広いね。広いね。広いね。
Our destination lies over that dune, beyond the ruins. Mark them well, Clive.
Dune.
It's all too easy to lose one's bearings in the sand.
僕らの一体みたいなもんだな。
まあそうだね。この黒の一体と違って魔物は住んでる。
All yours, Torgal. Over here.
こ
Many years ago, when you were just a boy, you and I rode this way together, accompanying your father on a scouting expedition to Drake's Fang.
He let me come with you.
I'm not surprised you don't remember. It was just before Joshua was born. You were so eager to be there when your brother arrived that you whipped your chocobo too hard on the journey home and fell from the saddle. I shall never forget how Elwyn fussed over you as you sat in the sand, bawling like a babe.
チョコボもちゃんとなんか砂漠色だね。なるほどね。あ、ここ宿場なの。
Friends of friends, I'd wager. Not that they looked very friendly.
あ、ここじゃないのか。ここ抜けた先が宿場なのね。
So, Lord Cook has finally made his move.
Yes, I expect that's why there's so many soldiers in town, to deal with any Imperial reprisals.
あそこ何なんか白いけど。塩田？あ、なるほどね。
Come on.
ちょっと雰囲気を出すから。
Ah, there she is. The good old Dalamil Inn. Do you know, this heat has given me quite a thirst. Quick drink before we press on?
なるほどね。あ、水がきれい。なんで？黒いチョコボ。
Look there.
黒騎士か？
Those are Ashen steeds.
違うか。
No doubt about it.
And such a long ride from Stone here. Our Luda friends must be soothing their saddle sores in the inn. Shall we join them?
Shall we join them?
Run along and play now, Torgal. Dogs aren't allowed inside.
ダメなのって言っといてくんないとさ。アサシンか？石畳のアップから入るんだったら石畳のグラフィックもうちょい頑張って。
Good day to you. Eating?
sorry about my pal. He only talks when his mouth's full. What do you recommend?
What do you recommend?
Well, if you're after something light, we do a fine chocobo soup with lentils and honey.
2 bowls of that then. An ale.
Right you are.
Hey, girl!
Coming!
いいね。看板娘感。
Would you rather be my squire?
なんかここら辺スター・ウォーズ意識してんな。オビワンとアナキンじゃねえか。あれ？あ、ジョシュはいるの？なんでこんな絶妙に素で違うんだよ。こいつもう死ぬな。あ、死ぬじゃん。
Your Grace, it is plain you are not yet well enough to travel.
よく見るけどさ、この吐血した後さ、その血を見るのなんなの？なんか。
No, we must press on. Prince Dion has returned to his camp and will soon depart for the front. I must speak with him at all costs. Miss this chance and I may never get another. You do understand that?
こいつはだからディオンに会いに行ってんだよね。
Yes, Your Grace.
ディオンに会いになんでここに
You
い
must
ん
at
だ？
least agree to take your medicine. I'll fetch you some water.
ああ、ディオンのキャンプはダルメ系にあんのか？前線にいるのか？そのキャンプを目指してるってことね。カメラワーク凝ってんな。このワンカット。ドヤ顔が見える。
Keep watch, they tell us. But all I see is sand.
I hear they got our guest back to the Fang without any trouble. We'll be leaving soon enough.
Why the Lord Commander dragged us all this way just to save that blockhead skin, I'll never know. Dominant or not, he's a bloody idiot.
That'll be Cooker, then.
バレーだ。
Well, let's get this down us. We've a long way to go.
Hey, you.
バレーテーラー。おじさん。しまったって顔してる。
Sorry.
Can you walk, Your Grace?
What's wrong?
I fear trouble may be brewing downstairs.
You two are travelers, are you not? Me and my companions are strangers here. Perhaps you'd be good enough to accompany us a while. Help us find our way.
Sorry, lads, but we've got business in camera that can't wait.
Ah, I'm sure you could spare us an hour or two.
Need it. おじさん。おじさん、どうしたの？
I'm afraid we don't have a moment to lose. Stay back, Uncle.
Gladly.
おじさん、 ひげ。
It's the outlaw. Take him. Bravo, my boy! Just like that!
You?
店の中でガンガン魔法を使っちゃったけど。
For your trouble.
金持ち。
Word of advice, miss. That soup could do with a touch more salt.
Touch more salt. こいつはクライブのこと知らないんだっけ？ああ、綺麗な水。
Now's our chance.
立てません。
Your Grace?
I'm fine. Yeah.
構うなってことないだろ。ここまでいろいろ世話焼いてくれてるのに。感謝ってもう知らないのかこいつは。これだからお坊ちゃんは。お腹鳴った？食べれなかったから。フェニックスの羽。なんで？
ジョシュアはクライブのこと避けてるの。
よくわかんない。避けてる感じはないけど、なんか結果なんかすれ違ってるね。何？ジョシュアが近くにいると羽が生えんの？人参を残してる。人参残してるからジョシュアだって。
It's nothing. Let's go.
Well, we didn't know where to find Kupka before. We do now.
The Royalists said it themselves. Their guest is in the Fang. We should press on before any more of their friends turn up.
綺麗。
Fresh bread, warm
from the oven. Here, have a taste.
みんな大好きもっちもちのパン。あーベアラーがうまそうだな。このパンうまそうだね。うまそうだな。これ肉やね。ベーコン。
ピタパンみたい。
ね、ピタパンみたいだね。うん。いいね、いいね。いやー、アジアも行きたいよね。いやー、アジア旅行が安かったうちに行っとくべきだったな、学生の時とかに。まさかこんなに円が安くなるなんて思いも言われなかったもんな。
The inn's a mess of blood-soaked splinters thanks to you. The least you can do is let us clean up in peace.
金払ったろ？
I told the guard those soldiers started it. Don't need any more trouble.
金払ったろいっぱい。
Why is the tavern shut?
地名の人差し亭。
Another fight, is it? Some people can't handle their drink.
Sorry, but the master's not here at the moment. All orders have to go through him.
茨の接吻。
You could melt butter in that furnace. Get it stoked.
Right away.
あ、これはベアラーじゃないのか。クリスタル使ってるもんな。いいね。なんでこれが15でできなかったんだ別にいいんだけど。こうやって人のね、こうにぎわいのある街ってのがいっぱいあるといいよね。
Let me treat you. I'm pretty flush these days.
Are you now?
したたかな女。
I need to drink.
クリスタルでかいよね、持ち歩くには。軽いのかな。お、サボテンダーの切り身。煎じて飲めば男も女も衰え知らず、暑い夜のお供に。なるほどね。勢力アップなんだ。
Men of the wrong. Anytime they pull their snouts out of Kuku's trough is when they want to lord it over us.
綺麗。違う、でも鉱院って言ってたから、これ何、鉱山なの？塩田ってわけじゃないのか。温厚な老婆。
This river runs all the way to the southern seas. They used to load the crystal onto barges and sail it to the villages downstream.
ここでクリスタルがもう取れるの
Before the canyons were lost to beasts and bandits. When I was a girl, I would wave to the boatmen as they set off on their long journey, and they would throw me sweetmeats in return. Such happy times.
Kirei.
$1,000 gil for a measly bunch of Gazal greens.
I named my price. If you can't pay it, that's your problem.
It's all the fault of this blasted war. The moment they find out you're from the Empire, they flat out refuse to do business with you.
なるほど。ザンブレク人差別されてんだ。まあダルメキだからね。敵国だからね。
Won't you come and play, handsome?
ちょっと好みではないかな。
Your arms are like iron. Are all your muscles so hard?
Well, I'd be happy to show you, provided I can afford it.
Plates and pots! Bowls and basins!
これさっきのとこか。いいねこの噴水。これあったかいのこれ。温泉？硫黄が出てんのか。あ、温泉なんだ。
This town is truly blessed. The bustling markets, the healing waters, and all under the watchful eye of Lord Kupka, who stands ready to crush any threat that might face us.
Look, Father, hot water. But where are the bearers who heated it?
It wasn't heated by magic. It comes out of the ground like this.
こっち側は松明なのにここはクリスタルなんだね。クリスタルでここを光らせるんだ。まあ贅沢にクリスタルが使えるっちゅうことね。いいね、異国情緒がとても溢れてる。
They've closed the road, and it's the only way from here to the Fang. It would seem Lord Kupka is not accepting visitors at present.
We have to get through that gate.
Not by force, I trust. We've attracted quite enough unwanted attention already.
By guile, then. Perhaps the Desert Hare can offer us her aid.
Rosina Dalamil, woman of mystery. But how will we find her?
Woman, though.
We know naught of her but her name.
And that she was working with Cid. Cid's other collaborators have all been people of means, the wealthiest and most successful members of their communities. I'll wager this Rosina Dalamil is the same.
That would certainly help to narrow the search. We need only inquire as to who is in charge of the town.
And that's exactly what I mean to do.
Looks like we won't be getting back to Drake's Fang anytime soon.
Well, it's not like we've got a reason to. Whatever this emergency is, they've shut down the whole mine for it.
Mummy, I want to play with the crystal.
How many times do I have to tell you? It's not a toy.
It's not a toy.なんか魚いるけど。これ釣れないの？ああ、そこのアイテムがあるってことはあそこら辺行くのか。なるほどね。登れんの？登れはしないのね。
Good day, my lord.
プラチナソード。ライトニングロッド5秒短縮。
My thanks.
Konnichiwa.
The gate is closed by order of Lord Kupka. Any attempt to gain passage to Drake's Fang will be punished with arrest and incarceration.
Incarceration.
How's a trader expected to make a living if they close the roads without so much as a by your leave?
Light it, for Gilbert's sake. You're a bearer, aren't you? I was a fool to waste good coin on you.
ソーワルピン。なんだっけ？粗悪品をソーワルピンっていうの。なんだっけ？何の漫画だっけ？粗悪品、ソーワルピン。粗悪品だ、粗悪品っつって。どこの中国人になりたいな。なんだっけ？何の漫画だっけそれ。ブリーチか。ブリーチであった気がするな。
Anything I can help you with, travelers? Allow me. My good man, we represent one of the oldest and greatest trading houses of Port Isolde. We're seeking to expand our business in the region and would very much like to make the acquaintance of Dalamil's leading entrepreneurs. If only we knew where to find them.
Well, we're best known for our baths, our markets, and our smithies. I suppose you could do worse than start your search at one of those.
Thank you. You've been most helpful. Oh, you wouldn't happen to know a lady by the name of Rosina Dalamil, would you?
No. I can't
英語
say
だと
I
普通に
do.
レイディーと言ってるけどね。
Well,
日本語だと
thank
個
you
人
all
で
the
す
same.
ね。
What do you want? Can't you see I'm busy?
What do you want?
I won't keep you long. I'm looking for someone. A woman by the name of Rosina Dalamil. Do you know her?
Never heard of her. Is that all?
Never heard of
One
her.
more question. If I wanted to find the richest trader in town, where would you recommend that I look?
Oh, that's easy. The Briar's Kiss. Won't find a finer smithy this side of the strait. The owner's only a young sprig, but he's got all the right ideas.
The Briar's Kiss, you say? Thank you.
I doubt this young sprig is the person we're looking for. You said Sid's contact was likely to be an influential sort. Influence comes with age and experience. Believe you me.
You're a bearer, aren't you?
Looks like we won't be getting back to Drake's Fang anytime soon.
Well, it's not like we've got a reason to.
さらに住人に口コミをする。お前さっきなかったの？
Can I help you? Yes, I'm looking for a woman by the name of Rosina Dalamil. A long-standing pillar of your community, I believe, from old trading stock.
Then you should ask Further. He's been here for years. Knows the place and its people like the back of his hand. And he's in with all the old merchant families. Try the baths. That's where you'll usually find him.
Thank you kindly.
Thank you kindly.
Well, it sounds like we have our man.
Perhaps. Let's go and find out exactly what this Further knows.
Sweet incense! What's wax candles?
Excuse me. Are you Further?
I am. Can I help you, travelers?
I hope so. You've lived here for some time, is that correct? Do you know Rosina Dalamil? We believe she may be a trader of some renown.
And what business do you have with the Desert Hare?
She was a close friend of mine. I was hoping she might be able to help me.
Very well. Go to the bordello. I'll arrange an introduction.
Do you think we can trust him?
Only as far as I think he trusts us.
So you're the ones who've been sniffing around?
I beg your pardon?
I beg your pardon?
Don't play the fool. Stick your nose in our business and you're likely to lose it.
Who are you working for? Him or her?
Him. The boss. He wanted us to test you.
Him or her.
Though one could hardly call that a test.
Lord Further?
Look what the cat dragged in.
Your skill with the blade is rare indeed, my lord. A fitting talent for an outlaw.
You know who I am. So what now? Call in the Men of the Rock and collect the bounty?
That isn't my decision to make. Our work is done. Take him to meet his precious Rosina. She will be interested to make his acquaintance.
Yes, my lord. To the Lock of Leisure, then.
To the Lock of Leisure.
To the Lock of Leisure.
Made from the stoutest stoneware. Won't chip, won't crack.
Fresh bread, warm from the oven. Here,
Like meat
have
and
a
duck,
taste.
fresh from the grill. Get it while it's hot. Yes, they're quite sought after. Lord
Is this the place?
Lubor's Forge. The Briar's Kiss.
Ah, so it was the young sprig after all. So much for Rosina Dalamil being a woman of experience. How wrong I was.
It was an easy mistake to make, Uncle. After all, it must have been years since Sid last saw her. Sorry, him. Whoever this Lubor truly is, he's clearly a man of means.
子供だったりして。
I'd say he deserves our respect.
See that he gets it. Lubor,
子供じゃなくて。
Lord Furder told me to bring them to you.
My boys tell me you're in need of
え、
assistance.
女って話じゃなかったの？
Sid the Second.
I won't waste your time. I need passage through the south gate.
Tell me, what do you think is a merchant's most important commodity? Why, trust. Everyone knows that.
なるほどね。
Without it, you have nothing.
そりゃそうだ。
And nothing is exactly what you have. And so, for you, I too have nothing. I'm not in the business of helping every lost puppy that wanders in off the street. I'm a busy man, as you can see.
やり手だな。
Let's leave this mummer to his farce.
By all means. Find someone else to help you on your way. Just be sure to tell them you're not the two travelers from the inn the guards are looking for. Don't want them jumping to conclusions, do we?
Why, you...
So, what do we need to do to earn your trust?
金？
I like this one. Willing to do whatever it takes to get what he wants. Ha! Men like you have a special place in my heart. Why, you ask? Because they get me what I want. Always.
Fine. So what do you want?
Don't tell me you're going to listen to this swaggering scruff.
We might as well hear him out. It's only natural that an ally of Sid's would seek assurances of strangers. Assuming he is an ally, of course. 5 years ago, he would have still been a boy.
And yet even then I had more good sense than a man, 5 times my age? But enough of the pleasantries. We were speaking of what I want. I want you to put an end to the trouble in Dalamil. Return to me when you have done so, and you shall have my aid.
謎解きか
Until
よ。
then, I bid you good day.
なんだよ、具
What
体的に言えよ。
trouble? If you're going to give us orders, be clear about them. Damn you.
Damn you.
Manners, Greybeard. One catches more damselflies with honey than with vinegar.
What did you call me?
My apologies.
Call me.
A word of advice in recompense. Follow the crystals.
Follow the
But
crystals.
that was 3. Oh, I'm making this too easy for you.
It will be easy. Solving his little riddle should be like dealing with him. Child's play. Let us divide our forces, Clive. I'd rather not drag this parlor game on any longer than we need to.
なるほど。
All right. Good luck, Uncle.
ほい。クリスタルを終え。
I thought we were the only ones causing trouble in Dalamil.
Master Lubor has high expectations of you. Don't disappoint him.
ハイエクスペクテーションだった？
The misfortune Dalamil finds herself in is of a crystalline nature. So do be discreet in your inquiries, hmm?
Excuse me. Is it true there's been trouble with crystals of late?
You've heard, then?
I've heard rumors.
Damn thieves. Pilfering the crystals that were meant to fill our cups and light our stoves. Us common folk have hardly had a shard to share between us these last few moons. And it isn't as if we can buy them on the black market either. Whoever's taking them, they aren't sharing.
まあ噂レベル。
Do you have a moment?
Do you have a moment?
Depends what for.
Just a question.
For.
Dalamil seems to be thriving compared to the other villages I came through on the way. Is there a reason for that?
Well, we're a stone's throw from Drake's Fang for one. The soldiers guarding the Mother Crystal and the shipments need a place to spend their hard-earned gil. The men of the Rock throw their money about like there's no tomorrow.
Is that so? Well, thank you. Don't let me keep you from your work any longer.
Clumsy lout.
The juiciest meat from Greens. You wouldn't believe how much you gave me. Well, what can I do for you, soldier? Need that sword polishing?
I'm not a soldier.
Ugh, then be off with you. I serve the men of the Rock and the men of the Rock only.
You have an agreement with them?
Don't be stupid. I just know which side my bread is buttered. Don't want to be stuck under some pauper when they come knocking. With pockets deeper than Zemeckis and an urge to empty them. No, just leave, will you? Before you scare them off.
I think I'm starting to get an idea of what's been going on. I wonder if Uncle Byron's learned anything of use. He'll probably be back at the inn by now.
Needed to a silken soft. Take a sniff, good sir.
The finest fabrics!
What was all that crashing and banging?
Why is the tavern shut?
It's you, the one who broke all our furniture. What do you want? Haven't you caused enough trouble already?
I'm looking for my pal. Have you seen him?
Pal.
The gentleman who was with you? Yes, he's upstairs, but...
Thank you. I'll go and fetch him.
I gotta catch him.
Let me treat you.
Let me treat you.
I need a drink.
あれ？ん？こっちだちょうど。あら、青春じゃない。見え。なんか険しい表示してるな。気まずいのかな。
Will this suffice as a deposit?
金で解決。
That's a black pearl.
One of the
Black
many
pearl.
treasures in my collection that I would be only too happy to part with, should you give me reason to do so.
All right. I'm sure that we can come to an agreement, but not here.
What are you doing, Uncle? Care to explain why you're giving gifts to Kupka's men?
Bait, my boy. One cannot catch one's prey without it. And I do believe I've snagged us quite the quarry. I started by asking around the markets as to where I might purchase crystals. I had no luck, of course. It's forbidden to trade in such things. But my uncharacteristic indiscretion just happened to attract the attention of those uniformed ruffians. They took me aside and said they could procure the crystal I sought if I proved I could pay for it.
So the pearl was your proof?
I thought they'd ask for more. A second-rate specimen like that would only fetch 500,000 or so. A small price to pay for admittance to the underworld. But enough about my little act of subterfuge. What did you discover?
That the supply of crystals has dried up of late. And some people seem to think they're being stolen. Meanwhile, members of Kupka's private guard have been spending money all over town. I'll wager those soldiers you've been talking to have been siphoning off crystals meant for elsewhere, and pocketing the profits.
I'll wager you're right.
We'll meet with them then, just as you arranged, and put an end to the trouble Lubor spoke of.
Ha! That preening popinjay thought this would be difficult. It just goes to show one should never underestimate a
PS5 のここってさ、スワイプできるんだよね。
smirk off his
それ使った覚えがないんだけど。
I arranged to meet with the soldiers in a secluded corner of the Velcroy, far from prying eyes.
The perfect place for a spot of double dealing.
I trust I can count on your support if things turn sour.
Let me treat you.
Of course.
I need to.
どこだって？ん？はあ。あと南門は行けないと。まだこっちから回って、どっから行けってそれ？あ、こっから行けってことか。なるほどね。
What was all that crashing and banging about before?
違う。で、おお、なるほどね。そこに行けと。こっちずっと行けんの？
Thanks, girl.
おお、ちょっと勝手に走んね。
Ready, go? Yeah!
そう、チョコバが飛べんのこの間気づいた。バタバタバタバタ。であそこら辺は何なの？なんかあるね。これ崩れるじゃん絶対。
I'll take it from here.
でも崩れるじゃん絶対。崩れない？うわー、いっぱいある。クリスタル屋さんだ。
I was beginning to think you weren't coming, my lord. You've brought your contribution?
All the silver and stones I could scrape together at such short notice.
You brought the whole 500 talents.
That was the price we agreed upon, yes? If you've no objections, I'd like to see the crystal.
Of course. Right this way, my lord.
Not bad at all. You weren't lying about the clarity.
Not bad.
But what of security? If I were to be stopped on the road, what guarantee have I that it wouldn't be seized as property of the Republic?
Because these crystals are no longer the property of the Republic. You're not buying from us. You're buying from them.
And we have no more jurisdiction here than you, my lord. But we have ships, and will gladly deliver to a port of your choosing, now that our price has been met.
Royalists, eh? What brings you here?
Why? To collect their share of Drake's Fang's blessing, of course. Our nations are allies, and so they are entitled to a portion of the Mother Crystal's bounty. And being such good friends, we elected to increase that portion and share the benefits. And now that these crystals are officially property of the Kingdom of Waloed, we are duty-bound not to interfere, no matter where they might happen to end up next.
Did you get all that? They're in cahoots!
そしたら次それの大元を調べないと。こいつらが下パーってどうすんだ？
My lord, what is the meaning of this?
Double-crossing dogs. They're not here to do business. Kill them. Kill them both!
Fight on! Ah! Not over yet, Uncle. I'm just getting warmed up. It's over. Soil is stone!
まだ来んの？
Well, that wasn't too bad. How'd you like my performance, huh? I've often played the villain on the stage. I think I did the role justice. Don't you?
Greybeard, you were magnificent. The battle scene was particularly thrilling.
お尋ね者だからな。
Such a shame you didn't have more of an audience, but perhaps that's for the best.
How long have you been watching?
Long enough to witness your uncle's sordid transaction. I hardly expected one so venerable to degrade himself so thoroughly, buying one's way into the confidence of degenerates.
俺の中の獣、暴れ出したら止められねえよ。
そう、ライトセーバーを手に入れた俺の敵はない。
Common folk and conspiring with the royalists. Well, now it's over.
Indeed it is. The people of Dalamil had scarcely any means of redress against Kupka's men, let alone a foreign army. Until you two came along, that is.
だからって町のみんなのクリスタルが戻ってくるわけではなくない？ああ、だから配給の分を横流したいのか。
Well, we'd better get these crystals back to town. You won't mind waiting with them while I fetch a wagon.
やっぱクリスタル重いのかな？そんな段取りつけるほどのあれではない気がするけど。ね、10人ぐらいで来れば普通に持っていけそうな気がするけど。しばらくして。
It occurs to me that I still don't know your name.
Clive.
So, Sid the Second
人の名前で
is
笑う
a
な。
Clive. I suppose it could have been worse. Well, Clive, you held up your end of the bargain, so I must do the same. Passage through the south gate, was it not? To tell the truth, you've helped a little there too. Many of the guards have already been redeployed to deal with the issue of their missing comrades. And those left behind have been encouraged to look the other way should you attempt to pass through.
Thank you. And please allow me to cover your costs. You still have the purse I gave to the soldiers, I trust? I saw you pluck it from one of the bodies.
Oh, dear. Was I really so obvious?
And my name is not Greybeard. It is Lord Byron Rosfield, thank you very much.
Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. Greybeard.
Double them!
Greybeard.
Here, wear this.
信頼の証.
Any friend of mine who sees you with it shall be a friend of yours.
Thank you, Lubor.
And please, feel free to send one of my Stoluses back to your people. Tell them that Rosina Dalamil is back in bed with Sid.
Omia Lostelan. Tu Isagelis.
Isagelis. 怖い.
I'm trusting you, Sid. Or should I say, Clive. So be sure not to let me down. I have a reputation to uphold. Well then, I wish you a safe journey south.
Thank you.
Not at all. It was my pleasure.
Come on, Uncle. Let's go.
Thank you so much. Huh. で、サブクエが出ましたよと。
I've never even forged a butter knife before.
Butter knife.
Perhaps Forge Master Luber's having fun at my expense.
I wouldn't put it past him.
Neither would I.
Oh, wait. Are you Clive?
Sorry, my mind was elsewhere. I'm Sava, Master Luber's least accomplished apprentice. Soon to be former apprentice if I don't pass this test. Maybe I'm just not the resourceful type. People are buying up weapons faster than the Briar's Kiss can forge them, and here I am, unable to make a decent bit of kitchenware. He wants me to make a carving knife, one that embodies the spirit of Dalamil. Whatever that's supposed to mean. I don't suppose you have any idea what he's on about, do you?
I'm afraid not.
Never mind. Thought I'd ask. It was that or pack my bags.
I could give you a hand if you like. I know how busy the Briar's Kiss has been, and that Lubor needs all the capable hands he can find.
I'd be a fool to refuse.
So, where do we start?
Good question. If I'm honest, I've never made any kind of knife before. And then there's this little riddle to keep in mind. The spirit of Dalamil. Nothing is ever simple with that man.
The way I see it, there's only one way we'll be solving Lubor's puzzle. We need information. The more the better.
You're right. There's no point fumbling in the dark, I suppose.
Now,
who to speak to first? Well, there's plenty of folk in Dalamil who use knives for a living. There's the butcher, of course, and any number of cooks. They're bound to have an opinion or two about the tools of their trade. All right. I think we have a plan. Let's get to it, shall we? I'll talk to every cook I can find. You speak to the butcher, and anyone else you can think of.
All right. Good luck.
Let's hope that someone says something useful.
Trust Lubor to take a simple test and turn it into a riddle. I'd better get to it.
Welcome, sir. What can I do you for?
A question, if you don't mind. I need to know what makes a good carving knife.
サブクエのために仕事作ってくれてるんだよ。
Fair enough. Knives, is it? First and foremost, it's got to hold an edge. Most knives will make it through fat, no problem, but sinew dulls cheap steel in no time. Give me a blade which can slice through anything that crosses my chopping block, and I'm a happy woman.
So a knife that stays sharp.
当たり前のことなんだよな。
Makes sense.
ね、部位によって硬さが違うからなんかこうね、切れ味が違うなんかね、場所によって切れ味が違うナイフをとか言うのかと思ったら鋭さをってそんなもん当たり前じゃねえかって。
Needed to a silken softness.
でどうだって？
Heating a cloud with a crust.
Plates and pots! Ah! They've opened the gate!
Lubor was true to his word.
Well, we can make our way back to the Fang now, at least.
Yeah, but what would be the point?
What is it? I'm in no mood for chatter.
Sorry. Do you mind if I ask your trade?
Hunter, why?
I have a question. Can you tell me what makes a good carving knife? I assume you use one out in the field.
Has to be able to put up with some punishment. Can't be dealing with a brittle blade, not while I'm on the hunt. If your knife snaps every time you use it, you'll be spending coin as fast as you make it. Times are hard enough as it is.
Thank you. I won't keep you any longer.
All business, eh? Man after my own heart.
So, a carving knife should be hard-wearing and hold an edge. Hardly a revelation. Let's hope Sava had better luck than I did.
Just look at the... Made from the stoutest stoneware! The most
Yes,
fragrant
they're
herbs...
like my carpets have bright...
Is it true what I'm hearing?
So, how'd it go? You learn anything useful, or should I be looking for a new trade?
Only that a blade should be durable and stay sharp. But I don't see how that relates to the spirit of Dalamil.
I didn't have much luck either. All the cook said was that he needs his knives to be light.
No.
Too heavy and they do his shoulder in.
So we're no better off than when we started. Perhaps Lubor didn't mean anything with his Dalamil remark. But that can't be right. I've bandied enough words with the man to know that he chooses them carefully. No. We must be missing something. Something right in front of our noses, most likely.
No doubt you're right, but I have to make a start soon. I can't put off making this knife forever.
Agreed. Lubor wouldn't like that much.
Right. I've been trained to work iron. The cheap stuff, mind. But it's hardy enough if you don't hammer it too thin, and it sharpens up nicely with a bit of effort. Trouble is, it's either durable or it's light. Meaning someone is going to be disappointed. Forge Master Lubor, probably.
Is there no one else you can turn to? Someone who knows their metals, perhaps?
The other apprentices know better than to help me with my test. But maybe there is someone I could turn to. A merchant, a favourite of Forge Master Lubor's, who sells metals to tradesmen passing through the Valcroy. I bet she'd know a thing or two.
Oh, 行っちゃったの？ああ、俺も行くのね。
Faster!
ここにファーストトラベルのポイントあってもいいのにな。悪党の寝床。
Lord Cooker's finally made it.
I expect.
Any luck? Or will you be needing help with your bags?
Well, I asked her, but... Oh, you tell him.
If you're looking to make a knife that will impress a master like Lubor, there are options. They're just not that viable. Featherlight adamantite knives will get passed from generation to generation, never needing so much as a lick of the whetstone. But adamantite ore is unique to ash, so it doesn't come cheap.
And it's beyond my skill to handle.
Unique to ash. Are there any materials unique to Dalamil? Something which could be mixed with iron to refine it. Make it lighter.
What are you getting at?
You said that Lubor trained you to work iron. Then that's what he'll expect you to use. But he would have known that it would either be too heavy or too brittle for a carving knife. Perhaps his Dalamil remark wasn't a riddle, but a hint.
If it's cheap metal you're using, then there's always limestone, I suppose. Folk first settled Dalamil to get at her mineral deposits. And if you know the trick, it can be melted down in the furnace to drive out impurities from low-quality iron.
Bloody hell! That must be it! I don't suppose you know the trick, do you?
It's hardly my speciality, but I've been around enough blacksmiths to know how it works.
Looks like I've got some learning to do. Clive, I hate to ask after all that you've done for me. But...
Limestone. Fine. I can hardly abandon you now. Besides,
サブクエ1個のサブクエが長くなってき
this
て
is
る
the
な。
answer to Lubor's little riddle.
I can't thank you enough, Clive. You'll have no trouble finding limestone over in the terraces. The place is bloody made of it.
Then I suppose I'll meet you back at the forge.
Right you are. I'll see you shortly. So, do you crush it up, or just throw it in the furnace?
よいしょ。
This is no good.
This is no good.
Is it true what I'm hearing?
The finest fabric.
Take a sniff, good sir.
Fresh bread, warm from the oven.
Made from the stoutest stoneware.
Hanging lanterns,
We should get going soon.
What do you want? Directions? Either take this road to the Fang, or piss off back the way you came.
綺麗。
Ah, I'm not too late.
What is it, Lubor?
A question that I neglected to ask earlier. Where is it that you're bound?
To Drake's Fang. To finish Hugo Kupka.
Just as I thought. Then allow me to share a secret. Drake's Fang is currently riddled with royalists. Talmeki and Walud are allies, and as you've seen, their soldiers work hand in glove. But no nation has ever before allowed a foreign army to make a barracks of its holiest of holies.
Not by choice, at least.
And there's more. My man on the inside of the Fang has failed to report for several days. I fear there may be more trouble lying in wait for you on the road ahead.
Isn't there always?
If you're determined to beard the lion's den, then promise me one thing. That you will enter via the mines, where the guard is lightest.
なるほど。
I've lost one Cid already. If I lose another, people will start to think me careless.
I don't plan on dying. Not before Kupka does, anyway.
Well, so long as you have a plan.
Drake's Fang should be just beyond these springs. Shall we press on?
ブラインでございます。これ石灰なのか。 なんかこの水底がなんかすごいなんか解像度低いように見えるんだけど。せっかく綺麗な。
One rock looks a lot like another, but hopefully this is what Sava needs.
We should get going soon.
Finally, we'll be able to get what's...
Sweet incense, wax candles,
Silver platters! Plates and pots! Bowls and...
はい。
The juiciest meat from greens.
It would make a fine gift.
Wasn't sure how much you'd need, but I hope this is enough.
You are one of the good ones, you know that. You and that merchant both, she's got quite a gift for teaching that one. Now, time to see if limestone is the secret weapon we were hoping for.
Shoo, shoo, shoo. しばらくして。ずいぶん原始的なナイフだな。
That'll do, I reckon. A knife forged from the very rocks of Dalamil. Her spirit, if you will.
It's a fine-looking blade.
I only hope Master Lubor agrees.
That sounds like my cue. And just as well. I was getting tired of waiting.
I'm sorry, Forge Master Lubor.
Let's take a look then, shall we?
だから明らかにこれ
First things first,
クライブに手伝ってもらったけど
this is a
それはいい
carving knife worthy of the fine people of Dalamil?
おいしんぼ見て
I'd like to think so. But what do you think?
ねえ素人に教えを請うなどつって少子千万
Sharp-ish, but it won't last long
作り直してこ
without
い
use. And it's heavy, heavier than it should be. You might not think it just to hold it for a moment, but sell that to a cook and you'll never hear the end of it.
そんな重い
It looks like someone paid a visit to the terraces. The limestone was a step in the right direction, granted, but one that still leaves you short of the mark.
And I was so certain I
この
had
ナイ
it
フ
all
は
worked
出来
out.
損ないだ
I
1
don't
週
know
間
who
待って
you
ください
found to teach you that little trick, but it certainly shows initiative. Next question. How much do you think I would charge if I'd made this?
それは10万ギルよ
If it took you even a fraction of the time it took me, I would say you could demand a heavy purse.
And who would be able to pay that? Hmm?
Who?
The butcher? The hunter? The cooks over at the inn? Dalamil is home to humble traders, not wealthy lords and ladies.
なるほどね
Rule number 1 in any business, Sava. Know your customers.
Yes, Forge Master.
This is just about passable. But only
だいぶ
just.
甘い
I'd say you're worth keeping around a little longer. Starting tomorrow, you'll have an anvil of your own.
I will.
I will.
Thank you.
Master?
I was wondering, what would you do if you
そんなの
were
作れねえ
asked to forge a carving knife?
I'd do what I always do. Ask who it's for. If it was for the butcher, I'd make sure it holds an edge. For the hunter, I'd make it as tough as Titan.
なるほど
For
ね
the cook, light as a feather. And for the nobleman,
なるほどね
I'd make it cost an absolute fortune.
Absolute fortune
There goes a master, all right.
It looks like congratulations are in order.
I couldn't have done it without you. So much for the Forge Master's riddle, though, eh? The spirit of Dalamil had nothing to do with limestone or anything much at all. Meaning, I had you run around for no good reason.
You've passed your test. That's all that matters. You'll have a forge of your own in no time.
And when I do, I'll craft you the finest carving knife you have ever seen.
いやー、長かったな。
I hear you and the Master are working together now. Glad to have you on board.
Thank you, Clive. I honestly don't think I could have done it without all your help.
コホート紹介。
What is it now?
ああ、なるほど。
You and I? What?
あ、お前も2代目なのね。ああ、なるほど。1代目はばあさんだったんだ。なるほど。
Alas.
レンスとドリカって個人。ああ、上で、なんかぶら下がってる、子供たちか
Still, ours is a blessed corner of the Velcroy.
でもこんな砂漠で温泉浸かりてえと思わないけどな。
At least they did. So, how very fitting. Of course, there's simply no other way.
でもクリスタルがないと首つる人がいるんでしょ。マザークリスタルぶっ壊して大丈夫？
Is it true what I mean?
My carpets have pride of place. Like
Needed to a silken softness.
Everything I've worked for, ruined. All those years of toil, every coin I've ever earned is tied up in this place.
Are you all right?
The baths are closed. Leave me be. On second thought, perhaps you are just what I need. Might your services be for hire?
That depends on the job.
I'd have you save my business, the baths. The water's turned scalding hot and all the crystals in Dalimil wouldn't be enough to cool it.
なるほどね。
I've no doubt that my woes stem from the water's source.
あ、なんか熱いやつがいるの
I can't go and investigate for fear of my customers thinking I've abandoned the place. I'm bound to these baths in more ways than one. I beg of you. Go to Dusnoff Terraces. Tell me what you find there.
All right. I'll go and take a look.
Wonderful. It's not far. Leave the market by the south gate. The smell of sulfur will guide you the rest of the way. These baths are all that keep me from an ignoble end in a debtor's prison. My livelihood, my very life, is at stake.
湯を沸かすほどの熱いやつ。
Hanging lanterns, keep the darkness beyond.
Lanterns.
We should get going soon. Do you have
ああ、なるほどね。そんなとこなんだ。
Let's go. Run like the wind.
Come on, girl, the gate's open.
Ah, これ乗ったままじゃダメなんだ。あ、離さないんだ。
What the hell are those things?
ああ、熱いやつがいるね。
ああ、なるほどね。だから湯畑みたいなのになってるんだ。いいね。ここもしかして脱衣所、そういうやつ、そういう温泉。いいね。石灰質の温泉なんだね。うわ、いっぱいいるいっぱいいすぎじゃない？いた。痛い痛い痛い痛い痛い痛い痛い痛い痛い痛い痛い痛い痛い痛い痛い痛い痛い痛い痛い痛い痛い痛い痛い痛い痛い痛い痛い痛い痛い痛い痛い痛い痛い痛い痛い痛い痛い痛い痛い痛い痛い痛い痛い痛い痛い痛い痛い痛い痛い痛い痛い痛い痛い痛い痛い痛い痛い痛い痛い痛い痛い痛い痛い痛い痛い痛い痛い痛い痛い痛い痛い痛い痛い痛い痛い痛い痛い痛い痛い痛い痛い痛い痛い痛い痛い痛い痛い痛い痛い痛い痛い痛い痛い痛い痛い痛い痛い痛い痛い痛い痛い痛い痛い痛い痛い痛い痛い痛い痛い痛い痛い痛い痛い痛い痛い痛い痛い痛い痛い痛い痛い痛い痛い痛い痛い痛い痛い痛い痛い痛い痛い痛い痛い痛い痛い痛い痛い痛い痛い痛い痛い痛い痛い痛い痛い痛い痛い痛い痛い痛い痛い痛い痛い痛い痛い痛い痛い痛い痛い痛い痛い痛い痛い痛い痛い痛い痛い痛い痛い痛い痛い痛い痛い痛い痛い痛い痛い痛い痛い痛い痛い痛い痛い痛い痛い痛い痛い痛い痛い痛い痛い痛い痛い痛い
That's better. Frying pan. My turn! I'll be more careful. Shouldn't have. Fine hand. Let's cool things down a bit. Let's hope it's enough to keep the baths from boiling.
I saw with my own two eyes what you did to those devils down there, and I still hardly believe it.
そうだろう、すごいんだよ俺は。
Broken down, you say? From the weight of its load?
Aye. The guards are furious about it. You do well to steer clear.
Well, if it's blocking the road, it'd be a wasted journey anyway.
なるほどね。なるほどね。
How do? Trader, are you? Seeking your fortune down in the golden sands of Dalamil? From mercantile stock myself, as it happens. You'd never guess, I was born just down the road in Dravost. And like me old ma and pa, I've been wandering the world hunting Gilbard's blessing ever since. Reckon I might have found it, too. You've heard about the famous healing waters they got round these parts, right? Well, I'm thinking, if I can find a little pool of my own, dress it up a bit, lay on drinks and fancies and whatnot, I'd have a license to mint Gil. Soothing your aches and pains with a grape in your gob and a glass in your hand. There's nothing people wouldn't pay. I do. Trader, are you? Seeking your fortune.
Girl, the gate's open now. We can press on. Don't tell me you put down roots.
We should get going soon.
Finally, we'll be able to get what's owed us.
You're a friend of Lubor's, aren't you? Everyone's getting their crystals now, if that's what you're worried about. So, let's leave it there, shall we? No sense making a mountain out of a molehill. No. Not now the vermin are gone.
Anything I can interest you in? Here you are.
There he is. The man. I was hoping we'd be seeing you again. The baths grow more bearable by the moment. It won't be long now before we are back to business as usual.
I'm glad to hear it.
Now, tell me this. What did you find at the terraces? What threatened to make me a pauper?
Not what I expected, that's for certain.
You tell a fine story. That's not to say I don't believe you, though. Creatures made of flame, eh? That's something new to worry about. But I burdened you with my worries enough already. Here, a small something by way of thanks. Right. It's high time I got back to work. With a little luck, the day might yet be salvaged.
Quest complete. Completo. お、ヒーローカネじゃん。お、これでまた防具が作れるじゃん。
Scrubbing is almost finished.
No matter how rocky the road.
ちゅうことね。はいはいはいはいはい。
Just look at the detail.
Sweet incense. Wax candle.
まあ、ちゅうところで今日はこの辺にしようかね。ああ、ちょうど0時だし。ちゅうことでまた明日次からねやっていこうと思いますのでよろしくお願いいたしますと。お疲れ様でございました。はい、では皆様本日もご視聴いただきありがとうございました。また明日ねお会いいたしましょう。それではさよならさよならさよならと。よいしょ。
Finally, we'll be able to get what's owed us.